Today we're going to be making up some 45 Colt rounds on the Lyman Spar turret press, and we're going to shoot them in my Cimarron Pistoleer, and that's coming up next here on Jesse B Outdoors Reloading. Welcome back everybody, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below if you like videos like this. Well, in our last video we made some 45 Colt rounds up and we shot them in my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley. I thought, hey, I haven't had my Cimarron Pistoleer on the channel yet, so while we still had the 45 Colt dies in here, I thought it'd be a good chance to show you guys what rounds I make up for my Cimarron Pistoleer. So we're going to make those rounds up here, and then we're going to take them outside and shoot them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you guys in closer, go over the components we're going to use, and we're going to load 20 rounds up, take them outside and shoot them. So let's get started. Now for components that we're going to use today, we're going to be using HP 38 powder. This is one of my favorite all-around powders for everything. That might be changing here soon, because if you guys saw a post, I got some Shooter World I'm going to try out. But for this video, we're going to use that. For primers, we're using CCI large pistol primers. And then for brass, I got them here. We've got Winchester brass that we're using. If you guys follow the channel, you know I got some pre-primed Winchester brass from Republic Ammunition. This is that brass all cleaned up and ready to reload again. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we got to get the rope off of here, and we're going to get this all lined back up to get ready to reload. Now, the last time you saw this, I did it individually on each one. I think I'm going to go back to doing like on my lead turret press, and I'm going to make one round up at a time. So we're going to try this out here, just mixing it up to try to see what I like on there. So the first one we're going to do, we're going to size that. Got it sized here. Then I'm going to come over here and zero out my scale like I normally do, so we can get a powder charge on it. I'm going to run it through and flare it real quick before I do that. Just something I like doing. So we are zeroed, and just to make sure, get our powder through. Now what I am using is 6.8 grains of HP 38. Right now I'm at 6.9 with a 1/10. I'm not too worried about that, but I just want to do it one more time just to see, since this sat for a minute before I started the video, just to make sure. Okay, and we're dead on right now. Usually that's what happens if your powder measure sits for a little bit. So now we're going to move this over here and seat our bullet. And I didn't even get my bullets set up here, and guess what? I didn't even tell you guys what bullets I was using at the beginning. Man, I'm totally ready for this video, ain't I? The bullet we're going to use is going to be the Lee 452 255 RF. That's what we're going to be using in this. I knew I was forgetting something at the beginning. Nah, just kidding. I forgot and you guys didn't tell me. So we'll get this started in there. And there you go. You can see what that looks like. And then we're going to go over to this one and crimp it. I've noticed that the Winchester brass, for some reason, with these dies, don't get along. But there is our first round. So now what I'm going to do is spin this all the way back around to the first one. And we'll do our normal. We'll do 5 this way, and then I'll do 5 in a different direction so you guys can see it. So we're going to size it, expand it, then we're going to put some powder, get that down, go to bullet seating, put our bullet in. Now one thing I complain about with this press is I don't have a lot of room back here to get my fingers back there for the bullet. And then we seated it, now we crimped it, and there we go. This press is very nice and easy. I'm starting to get used to it. And what I'm trying to do is make a bunch of videos with it so we can get an idea of what this is going to do. Because there's nothing like reloading on an old press. Now this time I'm going to go right to the bullet seating die. Then we'll put our powder in and set our bullet on top. Leave a comment down below if you guys got an old press that you like using. Do you got a family heirloom like this one? that you like using? Did you find a good deal on one on, let's say, Facebook Marketplace or eBay, something like that? I know there's a bunch of different old presses out there. Some companies ain't around no more. And then other companies, like, what is it, Pacifica, I think it is. They were bought out, I think, by Hornady. But there's still a lot of those presses out there, and people use them. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys got for old presses. I think it'd be cool to hear about them. And this is another one here. It seems like, I don't know if it's actually this spot or not, but for some reason, sometimes, those rounds feel hard on there. We'll do one more on this camera angle, and then we will change it around here. But so far, I've really enjoyed reloading on this. It is definitely something different, and I think that's what I like about it. Now see, I got a little bit of cam over right there. I don't know if I like that or not. Leave a comment down below if you like it like that. That's the way I got it set up right now. I'm trying to decide what all I like about this and don't like about it. That's why in every video you see me doing something different, like loading it up a different way. Just trying to get used to it. Seeing what I like and don't like about it, and seeing if there's anything I can change. I don't think the cam over is going to be too bad on there. But that was our 5th round that way. So now let's change up the camera angle. Alright, now we're going to try 5 of them this way and see how it works. I just love giving people different angles so they can see different ways the press works and different ideas on how stuff works on there. Get that in there. One thing I really wish is I wish the handle would stay up. That's one thing I notice I don't like about it. And I know a lot of these old presses are like that. But that's just something I don't like, but other people might like that or not. I don't think I've mentioned it in any other video before either with this press. You can change the way that the press works. Where like right now I'm going down to make the ram go up. You can do the opposite where you bring the arm up, the ram goes up. It would be opposite of however we're normally doing it. I don't see why somebody would want to do it that way, but this press is set up to do it that way. I don't think I ever mentioned that in any of my other videos with this before. Just something a little bit different about it, and thought you guys might like to know that. I really don't like not having room to get my fingers behind there to put the bullets in. I think it wouldn't bug me as bad with the smaller bullets as it does with the 45s here, because if you don't get it in there straight, then it don't want to go into the bullet seat and die right. That's just something I picked up on probably the last 2 times doing these 45 Colts is when I noticed that. Just something I don't like about it, not having that room to get up back here. This piece right here is really close to the ram. I'm used to my Lee Classic turret press where I got plenty of room working with rounds like this to get in there and grab stuff. But this press is set up a different way. It definitely came from a different time. Trying to get that. I think that'll work. Yep, right there. Every press has its little quirks, so none of them are perfect. You just got to find the one that fits your needs the best. I think this press, for being from back in the day, it is a very good press. I've had some of you guys tell me about some of the old presses down in the comments that you guys have. And sounds like a lot of you guys really enjoy the old presses. What I think I'm going to do is, I think my father-in-law actually has a different single stage. He uses a Hornady Progressive now. And I might see, it's not going to be right away. I know it's, I'm pretty sure it's an RBS or RCBS press there. If I remember right, it was green. I'll have to go over there and ask him about it, but maybe in the future he'll let us borrow that. And we could do some videos with that too. I think that would be kind of cool. I can't afford to go out and buy all these different presses to try out, but then again, not many people are or can do that. But I think if I can get my hands on a press to use and do videos on it, that would be a lot of fun to try different presses out. Alright, there was 5 loaded up that way. Let's change the camera angle again. So I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos here with this press. It's been a lot of fun. Once again, I'd like to thank Walter from the Vihavo channel for helping me out to find out the little issue it had and getting that all figured out. He helped us get us rocking and rolling with this thing so we can do these other videos with it. Really appreciate the help, Walter. Thank you. Walter has been a big supporter of the channel. He has sent stuff out to the channel for us to use, whether it's been brass, bullets, you name it. Walter's been a huge supporter, and I really appreciate that, Walter. And you're also a great brother to have. Very knowledgeable, and like I said, I've used his knowledge already with this press to figure out why it wasn't working right, and he helped me out with that. Walter is a very good brother to have. If you guys have never seen this channel, I'll leave a card up above here. Go check him out. He does a lot of cool stuff. Very, very knowledgeable guy. And it's people like that that I always say, go down in my comment section or leave a comment down below. Because a lot of times, if we don't know something and a question arises, it'll get answered down in the comments, and you guys can go into the comment section where people like Walter, CW, Andy79Z28, a bunch of other people who have a bunch of knowledge might be down there answering the questions, so you guys know that. And that's the way I like doing my channel, because I am not a know-it-all. I just like sitting here making videos, not afraid to ask a question, because I do not know everything. And then hopefully if something pops up, I'm going to double check that because that slipped out of my hand. I'm just going to pour that out and redo it just because it wasn't consistent. But I want this to be a learning experience for people, not just for me, but for everybody. Reloading is such a fun hobby that if you got a question, it needs to be answered so that way you can enjoy it. That's why I'm doing this a bunch of different ways on here, because I'm showing you guys the different options that are out there. And then you can decide what you want, or if you want to try out what I'm doing, you can try it. Just please, 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 whatever you guys do with the reloading data, don't go off my reloading data. You know, usually I tell people to check 3 sources before you even do anything. So definitely have a couple of books on hand. A lot of people like Hodgdon, they've got their load data on their website. Alliant, they do. Shooter's World, they do. All of them has got stuff on their website. So definitely go check their stuff out. And that was another 5 rounds there. And I think I'm just going to leave the camera angle here, and we'll do these last 5. But that's what I do. I at least try to go to 3 sources before I come up with what I'm going to do. Now here lately, you guys have been seeing me do zinc bullets. Zinc bullets is a total different other animal, because on zinc bullets, you got to go powder charged by the weight of the bullet, but you still have to go by the overall length of that bullet. And that could really screw you up if you don't know what to look for. But I think zinc is going to be the way of the future. And it's something definitely good to know how to reload for it and what you need to reload for it. I actually have a old Lyman cast iron pot. I just need to clean it out that I could do zinc in. And I only got 1 steel mold. I got the Lyman 9mm 147 grain bullet mold in a 2 cavity, and that you can use. And I've shot bullets on here that Andy made from that mold in 9mm, but that's all I got for doing the zinc ones. But we're cruising right along here, knocking these out. Yeah, I figured I'd make these up since I had these dies up, because if you guys don't know, I actually got rid of that Cimarron, and then it found its way back to me. And I've done 1 video on it on my main channel since I got it back. And I do have other rounds made up for it. I got some rounds made up with trail balls. But I thought I would show you guys, since these dies were set up, and this is like my favorite load for it. I figured I'd show you guys my favorite load for it, and then we will take it out and shoot them. Get this lined up here, and we've got one more round to make up, and we'll have our 20 rounds made up. Doesn't go by too quickly on it. I actually think I prefer loading it this way and then doing it the way I did it in the last video. Last video I did 20 sizing, then I did 20 flaring, and then I powdered 20, and then I seated the bullets on 20, and then I crimped on 20. Once again, reloading is about what you think is comfortable, so do whatever you want, but that's our 20 rounds made up. Let's go ahead and grab our Cimarron Pistoleer, go outside and shoot these and have some fun. Now we're out here to shoot these 45 Colt loads with HP 38. We got my Cimarron Pistoleer here. We're going to have some fun with this gun. If you guys didn't see the last video, I'll leave a card up above. We were shooting my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley, and we were shooting my favorite 45 Colt load in that, which was with the Unique. I'll leave a card up above for you guys to check that out. But now let's shoot this one here with the HP 38. Let's go for the MGM gong here. I'm out at about 10 to 12 yards is what I normally am at. Let's go ahead and try this out and see if I can hit something with it. All right, let's try the big silhouette. All right, MGM Coyote. Small silhouette. Ooh, missed it. Ooh, off on that one. We'll try it on the next round. All right, round number 2 here. And on this gun, I do cowboy load it. This is a 3-click model, which isn't the greatest. I've had issues with this gun. In case you guys didn't know, this has been back to the factory twice for misfires. Been pretty good since it got back from the factory. I have since then sold this gun, and I'll leave a video up above at where I got it back and tell you the story about that and why I got this back here. But let's try that small silhouette here. There we go. We pegged it that time. Let's try the MGM popper. All right. Let's try that bowling pin. There's barely any wood left in it. I don't know if we can hit it and make it move. First, we probably got to hit it. There we go. Must be a little bit of wood left in it. Let's try that gopher. All right, I think I missed him, and that was our last round. Let's load up again. These are a lot of fun. All right, last video on my Ruger Blackhawk Bisley, I don't think I shot one-handed. Can't shoot a cowboy gun and not shoot one-handed, and I totally forgot about that. I'm actually used to shooting more than 20 rounds in a video, so that screwed me up a little bit, and I didn't get to do that. But we'll do that with this one here. We're going to shoot one-handed at the big silhouette. All right. MGM gong. Ooh, missed it. There we go. MGM coyote. Big silhouette on the frame. Oh, missed it. We'll have to come back and get them on the next round. All right, we're going to load up our last 5 rounds here. This is a lot of fun, but when you're not feeling good, if you guys haven't noticed my voice and stuff, past few videos I haven't been feeling good. But man, I just need to get out and shoot and do videos, just because if I don't, I'd go insane. So we're going to try the one hand, the small silhouette again. There we go. Big silhouette on the frame. See if we can get the bowling pin. I highly doubt it. I'm pretty shaky. Yep. Let's try the MGM Coyote for the last one. Alright, we hit that one no problem. And you got to love when the smoke comes out of these things. Just gotta love shooting these old single action revolvers. They are a lot of fun. So usually this is where I give you my final thoughts. But since this is already my favorite load to shoot in this, there ain't really not much to say, but that's my favorite load I like shooting in this. Truthfully, what I really like shooting in this is 200 grain, but this is my favorite 255 grain. Right now I don't have no lead to make up no 200 grain rounds, but what we're going to do is in a future video, I got some 45 200 grain semi wad cutters, and we're going to put them in 45 Colt and shoot that in this. So look for that video coming up in the future. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, showing you guys my favorite load to shoot in this with the 255 grain on the Lyman Spar T turret press. So if you guys are enjoying this video series, definitely leave a comment down below. Do you like making up just a few rounds and then coming out and shoot of them? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll keep doing videos like this if you guys enjoy them. So as always, don't forget to check the links out down below. Down there I have links to Axle Hearing Protection, Gators Eyewear, and a bunch of other companies I like dealing with. Some's got discount codes to save you guys money. Others are affiliate accounts that do help out the channel. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Leave a comment down below. We are one nation under God, and I'll see you all on the next one.